Alright, greetings y'all. Yes, we are back with another Final Fantasy VII Rebirth video, specifically discussing what KITASE had to say regarding Zack in a recent interview. Okay, so they just recently came out with, while I was making this video, the rating for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is rated T for teen. And they did have one section that says the following, and I quote, "Characters impaled or slashed by swords." So we don't know if this means Aerith, or for all we know, it could mean that Zack is the one that saves Aerith and gets impaled by the blade. You ever think of that? Didn't think so. So producer Yoshinori Kitase has told IGN in a recent interview, quote, "Within the original Final Fantasy VII, Zack Fair does not appear much. As for Rebirth, there will be a new episode with Zack that will contain even more of him than in Remake. I'm not able to say much more than this, as I would like for players to play and experience this within their own hands." Well, don't worry, Kitase, because I am here to speculate. Let's get into it. So as you probably know, in the original game, spoilers, in the original game, Zack and Cloud are experimented on by Hojo for about, what, 4 years? And this is what grants Cloud such incredible strength and explains why he's no slouch, but also why he has issues remembering his past. And Zack is the one that breaks Cloud out and helps them escape. But in the original, Zack dies helping save Cloud. And I believe with Remake, Square has done enough to convince me that Zack will live and somehow exist in the same world as the party we control. Now, based on what Kitase is saying, I draw 2 conclusions. Number 1, since the Arbiters of Fate had been defeated at the end of Remake, we saw an intermission that Zack arrives at the church in Sector 5. I am convinced that while Zack is trying to locate Aerith, Cloud and the gang are pursuing Sephiroth. No longer do I believe Zack is in some alternate timeline. He has in fact joined the current timeline we follow and will show up at some point. But when will we actually see Zack in Rebirth? Well, that brings me to my second point. My second point is, since we will get Zack in Rebirth, he will be a controllable character, and it really just makes me think, when will Zack show up? When will Zack see Cloud, Aerith, and everyone? While I believe we will see Zack early on in the game, I think he will be controllable at the end of Rebirth, and probably controllable at the Forgotten Capital. I believe more than ever that Zack might catch up to the gang and be the one to save Aerith. How epic would it be for Zack to return and die just to save Aerith? Imagine controlling Zack as he attempts to catch up to them at the Forgotten Capital, just in time to save her, bumping Aerith out of the way, sacrificing himself. I like the theory, but I'm not sure if they're actually going to go this route. It does make sense based on the trailers and the hints that we've received, but I just do not know. All I know is I hope they have a twist for us at the end, because I'm more hyped for Rebirth than I was for Remake. Anything can happen, and we're going to keep a close eye on additional updates as this game gets closer to launch. Less than 4 months away. Thank you so much for watching. I will call it right now. Zack will be a playable character in FF7 Rebirth. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.